And we are live. What's up, everybody? I'm Jay from Leprechaun TV and your host of The Hot Seat. And this week we have a special edition Veterans Day panel built by our favorite cooking community and veterans. And we're going to have a good time. What's up, everybody? How you doing? We got tons of people in the chat already. I just seen 17.
Ooh, that's nice. That's a nice number.
Yeah, man. How's everybody doing today? I know we're in totally different time zones. We got Tom's Tinkering Adventure. He's over on the West Coast. It's only 6 o'clock. What you drinking, Tom?
You know what I'm drinking.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Wow. That beer want a ribbon, bro.
Yeah.
Man, those are my initials, PBR.
Then we got Thrash Life, Brian from Thrash Life in Colorado. He's in the
Colorado.
What is the coincidence?
I know, right?
That's Blue Robot.
Let's see. Next, coming across America, we would have Daryl from Bad Beast Barbecue. What's going on, man? What you drinking? Ooh. Uncle Ernest, 1856. Wow. All right, and we'll go Joey Edibles. He would be first, and
The strain of the evening is called Watermelon Sugar. It's from
first?
Michigan. It's a nice looking color. It's
he isn't drinking, but he does. Don't fear, everybody. He does have his card.
I would do that to Lep. It's all legal. I got a medical card. But if you wonder what I'm drinking, it's this iced tea from Dairyman.
All right.
We
Time
call
for a
that
piss test, y'all.
we call that ghetto tea.
It's ghetto tea around these parts, baby.
Then we got Mike's Mess Hall. We got Big Mike in the house. What you drinking, brother?
Got some Kraken.
Oh, the Kraken. Oh,
I heard about
that's
Kraken.
boy, that's some rough stuff, there, boy.
I've heard about that. Straight up.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
very
we
hardcore, bro.
And I'm not
We
even.
use-
I mean, that's just the Army supporting the squids.
and we use Kraken to take shots down up here. Shoot.
Then we got Phil, Daddy Cooks. What you drinking on over there, brother?
I'm just sipping on some Tito's and some Ruby Red.
Oh yeah, changing it up.
Well, I've been drinking whiskey all day, so I'm punishing myself now. I ran out of whiskey.
Last but not least, Froggy, what you got going on over there, brother?
Well, I'm bouncing between two of them. I got the old Admiral Nelson here. And then I came across this stuff, which is dangerous, apple cider whiskey.
Oh man.
You don't taste the alcohol. It tastes just like fresh squeezed apple cider.
What's the
That's dangerous.
Just like just like the other gentleman,
Right, Tom.
straight up, no ice.
Man,
What's
that's dangerous.
what's the proof on that, Dave? What's the proof on your beer on your whiskey there?
Oh,
You got your light on.
His glasses on, the light.
okay, the apple cider 70.
Okay. But you say you don't taste any alcohol. I gotta be careful with that, man. I might find myself giving away some vagina.
I'll tell you what.
Dang.
I don't know what's more dangerous, the peat that I have downstairs or this apple cider. The apple cider, you don't taste the alcohol.
Yeah,
That's
but
scary.
if I drink that, I'll be giving up my piece.
Let's see here. I see Crazy Pops and Gina. Hi, guys.
Yeah,
Good to see you, Dutch.
we got some good ones in the
Yeah,
house tonight.
someone spoke. We got
Madwood Barbecue.
Uncle. Wait, y'all put your hands together for Uncle Steve.
Yeah.
There he is, Uncle Steve. All right, that's a special. We got to give
Smoke
Uncle
and
Steve a
Joe, I
special.
watched you this afternoon. Nice turkey sausage.
Yeah. So we're gonna go around the panel, and you guys could tell us your branch, entry date, where you stationed, your MOS, and Mike wants to hear one basic training story. So let's go around the panel and tell the branches, then we'll come back for story time.
Okay.
We'll start with you, Froggy.
Well, I was in the Navy, entered in 1980. I became a combat medic for the Marines, since they're a department of the Navy. I did 4 years active duty, Beirut, Grenada, and then I did another 8 years in the reserves.
Nice.
Okay.
Thank you for
That's
your
why I
service,
wear
my
the
brother.
floor cover and not the Dixie cup.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
Cheers. Yeah, that's right.
Phil?
Oh, well, shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. 23 years, retired, Army veteran, airborne ranger, infantry, veteran of Operation Just Cause, Desert Shield, Desert Storm, Enduring Freedom, Iraqi Freedom. Yeah, I'm a shooter guy. Been to war 4 times. Never lost a man, weapon, or a piece of equipment. And I love you guys.
Right on, hoorah.
There you go.
Cheers to that, man.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Salute.
Oh, I can't go after that next.
Sure you can.
Aviation, Army Aviation, went in November 5th, 92, out in 99, medical retired. Crew chief on the OH-58s.
Nice.
So it's kind of like the Air Force of the Army.
Yeah.
Got to play a little golf while we played board games.
Little Birds, right?
Thank you,
yeah.
Carla.
Yep, the little scouts. I was attached to a Apache battalion.
Okay.
So we'd go up. Yeah, we'd go up and pop up, paint the target for them, and they would come up over the other side of the
There
hill.
you go.
And light
That's
them
right.
up.
That's right. Hey, look, we don't have artillery. We got you.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, got your 6.
Yes, sir.
Cheers to you, man. Appreciate
Cheers,
you.
man.
Salute.
We got Daryl, Bad Beast Barbecue over there. What's up, brother?
All good, all good. Let's see. I went in 1982. I joined the Marine Corps Reserves. I did Marine Corps Reserves for 3 years, and then went active duty Air Force, and did 26 years in the Air Force. And I'm a old logistician, supply troop. That old beans, bullets, and blankets type thing, man. So
man.
Gotta have
so
That's right. If you don't give it, we don't have it. Shit.
exactly.
Can of supply.
And straight.
so that's my story. Look like I might be the lone Air Force member right here, huh? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. All right.
That's why
All right.
you're in the middle.
That's why I'm in the middle. I'm surrounded, huh?
Much respect to the Air Force. My
You
father
started
retired.
off good with the Marines.
My father retired 21 years Air Force. So much
All
respect
right.
to the Air Force.
All right.
Air Force,
Yeah,
War
Air
Strike.
Force was Phil and our taxi rides.
Dude, I drove around.
That's right. That's right.
The Air Force. Like half my duty was just driving around the Army. It was fucking easy as shit. I loved it.
So is it true the Air Force stayed in hotels, not tents?
Oh yeah. Dude,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude, back in 06, there was this thing called Operation Jumpstart, and I was down in Phoenix, Arizona. My job was to hang out at the airport and drive the Army guys down to either Tucson or Yuma from Phoenix. And I got a 2-bedroom condo. I was just chilling in Phoenix for like 10 months. It was beautiful.
I think that was
Thank
called
you,
special
Johnny.
duty, right, Joey?
SD.
Yeah, we just applied for it. There was a slot. I mean, anybody could apply for the duty. They picked me. They did it. I mean, it's not like it was some kind of thing I did something for. I didn't bend over and get this duty. And it just came there and I got it.
He said bend over and duty in the same sentence.
Wow.
Next. Well, we heard from Joe.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Okay, next we got Brian. Got to follow that up.
Yeah. All I know is, every Army post had Air Force chow halls. And we always went to the freaking Air Force chow halls because they always had the steak and lobster where we had all the crap grub in the Army chow halls. So that kind of sucked.
Right. In the Army,
SOS, baby. SOS.
In the Army Air Force, you got fucking great food and you got options. The Army just said, you eat and this is it. And that's it,
If you
so.
can
Joey,
taste the game, too slow.
See, now Fort Bragg is the only place that has an Air Force base in the middle of it. We just go to Pope.
Man, those Ranger guys, I encountered some of the Ranger guys up in Alaska, dude. They're it's a different world, man, because they like yelling at. I come up here, I'm air guard, I'm following, hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing? I'm Joe, and these guys are like, they're yelling at each other like, oh, this parachute is packed wrong. It's inverted. Fix this now. And the guy's like, yes, sir. And he jumps out. I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm going in the opposite direction away from these motherfuckers.
All right, so I joined the Army in 1984, just coming out of high school. Went to basic training at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, and went to Fort Gordon for 31 Charlie single channel radio operator training. Went to airborne school, Fort Benning, Georgia. Got orders cut. Went to Germany. I was at Flat Caserna in Ludwigsburg for 2 years, from 85 to 87, and then came back stateside to Fort Stewart, Georgia. And while I was in Germany, I was with the 307th Military Intelligence Battalion, and then came back stateside, Fort Stewart, Georgia, to the 124th Military Intelligence Battalion. I started off in Bravo Company and then moved to Delta Company, which was a long-range surveillance detachment where I worked a lot with these guys through the Rangers and all, and did all kinds of stuff. We did ops down in Central America, Honduras, El Salvador. Spent a lot of time in NTC, and then also we did a lot of training in Saudi Arabia. This is way before Desert Storm, so this is 89 time. Got out of active duty after 4 years. I did 4 years reserve with as communication sergeant for an engineer battalion. And then when my 8 years was up, I re-upped into the National Guard for 2 years and was with the 169 Field Artillery Brigade and was the communications chief there for the time. And then pretty much medicaled out after that, because all that stuff, that all the stuff that we did, special ops and everything, just destroy you. So
it's hard on the body.
You're 20, you think you're invincible. So
it's hard on the body.
Yeah, exactly. But got out. I did serve during Desert Storm, but I wasn't deployed. We helped rail load out Fort Carson, which was the 3rd Infantry Division. So
LRS, baby. I was in LRS. They changed it.
Hell yeah. Long range surveillance for.
Oh, no, that was different Air Force. In Air Force, LRS is Logistics Readiness Squadron.
No,
long range surveillance.
Long range surveillance, which are the eyes and the ears of the brigade or the division, depending on level.
Yep.
We get you guys' intel, and then once we get your intel, then we're gonna do our own leaders recon because we don't trust nobody.
Yep.
Right.
It was fun.
Trust what you can see.
Yeah, exactly. But dude, guys, I'm honored to be here with you. Hats off, y'all. Put your hands together for all of these guys. And shit. Oh, I gotta say hi to my favorite Bobby. Hey, Bobby.
I knew that was coming. I knew it.
Hey, Bobby. Hey, Lep, can't we get Aaron on here?
Yes, I'm sending him a link right now.
Okay, hell yeah.
And
we got
up next. We got Joey.
Probably eating his crowns, but because he's got to draw his coloring crowns. Being a Marine, but hey, let him in.
I'll tell you this, guys. What's your take on our modern military?
I'll tell you what.
Are we going to let Joey go first, or are we just going to jump right in?
Let's get through it.
I can lead into this. I can lead into the modern military because I think I probably served most recently at all you guys. But I joined out the Air Guard in 1995 right out of high school, and I didn't really do much in the service until we did summer camps. 2 weeks in the summer, 1 week in a month. I didn't really do anything like deployment wise and like going to places, trips and shit until like 05, 06. Then I did some time in Honduras, Spain. Then I had the Arizona trip we talked about. I went to McGuire, Fort Dix for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then where else did we go? There's one other place. Oh, yeah. Then we went to the desert. I was in Iraq for 2011. The place that took over me was the guys who closed the base. So we're the second to last group on that base. Right. And then I retired in 2015. But as far as got 4 years total active duty. But as far as the modern military goes, it's a weird dichotomy right now, dude, because leadership doesn't know how to fucking deal with it. And you have a serious problem with, if you got a high performer or somebody who's really good, management will look the other way. And these people are sometimes, harassing some of the female troops.
Hoorah, Brandon.
Like that. and the good old boys club. They don't know how to destroy it because the Pentagon is it's such a big organization. You got $800 billion budget, man. It's insane, dude. They just
pocket change,
and they can't the troops. The last briefing I had, dude. I literally said, "Hi, I'm retiring after this." And I walked out. It was my last thing I ever did. It was a briefing, and they were showing this video. They had this chick up there talking about what it is to be. I didn't want to say the words and stuff, but sexual assault briefings and stuff like that. And she was reading YouTube comments as evidence in this shit. They're so out of touch with what's going on right now. And it's just got even worse with the stuff because you can't hang out with people and they don't know how to address the sexual assault issues, and they're making everybody feel awkward, and it's really killing morale. And I don't know. And
well, to address the sexual assault is to not fucking do it anyway.
Right. Well, the thing is, they look the other way. These guys, these high performers, these 06s, 05s or whatever, they look the other way when these guys are doing it. There's a movie called The Invisible War. It's on HBO. If you get a chance to watch it, it's really good. And what basically they just totally ignore it. And half the time, people getting assaulted, if they report it, the person they're supposed to report it to is their direct commander. So there's no, and they just well, you know what, you should really think about this. And it's really kind of, I don't know, man. It's pretty fucked up.
You know why they're ignoring it, right? Because half the time, some of them 06s and them doing it they damn self.
Exactly. They got this old boys network, and they can't figure out how to break it, and it's really
yes, sir.
And they try to blame the lower land troops, E1s through E4s don't sexually assault. Well, of course they're not. They're scared out of their fucking mind. Right? They're not practicing what they're preaching. It's total bullshit.
Well, I'm a combat arms guy. I'm an infantry dude. So we didn't have women. We didn't have that issue. All right.
You invented another word.
Every now and then you had that guy that. Every now and then you had that dude that marched a little different.
Yeah.
Stop that.
Good.
Stop that, Phil. Stop that, Phil.
But we were good.
Stop that, Phil.
Don't ask, don't tell. Don't ask, don't tell.
And that's why I said it. That's why I said it that way. Every now and then you got to do march a little different. But as long as you can run, jump, parachute, do your job, we didn't care.
So what's with today's boot camps? Tell me this. Why is it in boot camp now that if your drill sergeant says something that you feel offended to, you can bring them up on charges?
They don't have that.
Total
See, that I don't know. Now,
they don't have that.
I was a drill sergeant. Now I was a drill sergeant.
I've never heard that. I don't think that's.
I mean, if I told my drill sergeant that he was being obnoxious and I was offended, I'd end up going to MOTOR. Motivational.
I think they still do that, dude. I don't think what you said is actually a fact. I've never heard of that.
I was an infantry drill sergeant.
There's been a lot of changes in boot camp, though, man. I run a shop that's got 27 young airmen straight out of tech school, straight out of boot camp, man. So and there's a lot of changes, man. There's a lot of stuff that they can't do no more that they used to do. So
Phil, they can't get in your face and holler anymore or anything else. I mean, come on.
I'm sorry. Say who asked me a question?
Phil, did you do OSUT? Did you?
We did OSIT, one site unit training. I was at Fort Bend in Georgia. We did basic training at AIT. We had them for the whole freaking 16 weeks.
My son went through that. He was with the 101st.
Yeah. So now we're at Fort Bend in Georgia, home of the infantry. Now it's infantry and armor. They combined them because they took them out of Texas. But anyway, when we got them, we got those fat, funny looking, saltwater, taffy looking kids. And we had to turn them into infantry guys, had to turn them into soldiers.
The stress cards
and we got leeway. We got a lot of leeway because I don't want to say abused because we did, but it was different back then. But you got infantry, and then in the same post, you had the BCT, basic combat training guys, the regular basic training guys that do 8 weeks and then go to AIT. We get them for freaking 16 weeks and, just like in the movies, hey, your parents, I'm your daddy, I'm your mama, what I say goes, blah, blah, blah. Yep. And, we're prepping guys to go to war. Now, by the time I got finished with basic training, I was on my way to war. All right. And a lot of kids that I trained, I sent to war.
Yep.
Okay. But the reason I asked the question in the beginning is for the last 20 years, that's a whole freaking military career. For the last 20 years, our United States military has been at war. We just ended Afghanistan this year. Okay. And the reason I asked the question, because like my son-in-law, he's in the military now. If you think back the way we were, we were spit shine polished boots, and in garrison, and then we go to the field. For the last 20 years, there was no garrison.
Yep.
Guys have been in Afghanistan or Iraq, Afghanistan, Iraq. The uniforms changed. Suede boots. They look dirty all the time now. There's no polish.
Suede boots. Love the suede boots.
I hate the suede boots. There's no discipline in a suede boot.
No, hell no.
How much of a waste of fucking time it is to polish boots for a military uniform that you're gonna go out in the fucking field and get dirty. It's 10% of the career was wasted polishing boots. It's a fucking waste of time.
Well, I got something just for you.
Build character.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
I mean,
we got 2 new guys that just showed up. Let's get
let them get
their
in.
intro out the way, and I'm
Phil,
gonna try to catch
just for
Tom.
you.
He's having
Thank you, sir.
horrible internet connection, which is that's the way things go. You know what I mean? Just keep trying, Tom. We're here for you, brother. So up next is Aaron, and that's his brother Steve, also known as the Blackstone Brothers. What's happening, guys?
Hey guys.
What's up, fellas?
Let's see if we can get this one
all
cooking.
full of Kiwi wax for all the different
look at it. That's an MRE
boots
warmer.
I got.
Oh, that's a heater, isn't it?
That's a heater.
Yeah, we're heating it up, man.
Oh, it's an MRI.
Yeah.
Oh, hell.
Burning one down for the veterans. Thanks for having us on, fellas.
Hey, we love you, but don't breathe that shit.
This motherfucker heated up quick, too. It heated up real quick.
Yeah.
It's hot.
Right here.
Yeah.
So hot.
So Aaron, what branch were you in and MOS, and where was you stationed?
Yep, I was in the Marine Corps Semper Fi. I
Hoorah.
was 72-42. I was basically a forward air controller. I was stationed out of Camp Pendleton from 93 97. I did one MUSOC out of Kuwait, Jabali, Afghanistan, Iraq. We traveled all around there. We
Come on, there's
paralleled
going to be somebody older than me.
Happy to be the old one.
I think I'm the old guy.
Well, I just turned 60, and I seem to be the first one to join in 1980.
Well, look, I'm not the old guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not the old guy either for a long. Yeah.
When did I become the old guy? I was always the youngest one in the group.
You're in the Shriners, dude. You should know that you're old just by that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, do I need to go downstairs and put my fez on for
Yes,
you?
you do, sir. Yes, you do. There's an opportunity to wear a fez. You should take it all the time in life. That's a cool opportunity.
Not on this channel. It's a different format for the fez.
Right.
And
If you put out a fez on this channel.
our father was also 26 years Air Force, and
Nice.
yeah, so we thank him.
Cool.
He was
Thanks,
a forward
Pops.
air controller.
He's a forward air
Yeah.
controller.
I said earlier, my father did 21 years Air Force. He's a SP.
Oh, that's
Nice.
awesome.
Hey, let's get Tom in real quick while he's
Get
down
Tom.
here.
All right,
Go
spit
on,
it.
Tom. You got the floor, brother. You got the floor.
Please be older, Tom.
Talk fast.
He's still freezing up.
Nope. I think we lost him.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I saw
Oh, by
that
the
fella-
way, Lep, a shout out to Uncle Steve for his donation to you.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
$100 donation, and the drunk gardener. Thank you.
No, gamer.
Yeah.
Gamer.
I got to say, Uncle Steve is the most selfless
Drink up.
supporter. Cheers. He supports all of us. He does, and I got an order coming. I got another order.
Rainier draft. Oh, there's a beer right here. Wild Rainier.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Lep, I'm not on the other side of the channel. Otherwise, you get my normal $20.
Yeah.
Is he on?
Hey,
Okay.
where's
All right,
Susie
he's back.
coming
Quick,
from?
get him.
All right,
Are you-
say it.
Tom,
Tom, go.
got the
Go
floor.
on, Tom.
Yeah, good luck. All right. Well, I joined in 1991 U.S. Navy, served for 26 years, aviation
Okay.
mechanic, and talked both my kids into not joining the Navy, so they're a lot smarter than me. They both joined the Air Force. And what do you got to say about that? Retired as a chief.
Cheers.
Cheers.
There you go.
What you do in the Navy, Tom?
And I don't care about any boots, by the way.
Well, look, I got 4 daughters, and I convinced them not to join the military. They either going to college or they got jobs. So yeah.
Well, I tried to talk them into not joining the military, but kids don't listen. So at least they listen. The Air Force.
I try to talk my son into joining the military, but we stayed overseas for 17 years. He said, "Shit, Dad, I've already been in the Air Force for 17 years."
That's right.
So, out of all the branches, we were talking before the show started about food.
Yes.
And we know the Air Force lives in hotels and has some of the best chow.
Yeah.
But the best chow by far of any branch is the Navy Submariners.
That's
Yes.
true, actually. That's very true.
They got the best going.
We had a
When you're underwater for 6 months, you better have something good to eat.
See, this is the way the military thinks. The shittier they treat you, the better they're gonna feed you. That's just the way it is. Because food is morale.
It is.
Unless you're out in the shit.
And if you put a bunch of guys in a cylindrical tube under the ocean for whatever amount of months,
6 months,
they're eating the best. Air Force is after that. Navy eats best. Marines kind of get, because the Marines are, I don't want to piss you off, but you guys know. All right. The Navy and the Marines are hand in hand. Then the Air Force, because they have a huge budget, the second biggest budget, and then us Army nugs, we get what's left over. They experiment with us with dehydrated shit, you know.
Hey, I had the first gen on that dehydrated shit. And a shout out to Josh and Babe.
Oh, Josh, wait, y'all put your heads together for Josh and Babe. Where they at? There it is. Boom. Wrong button. There it is.
Two of my favorite heroes, Josh and Babe.
That's
outstanding people doing what they have to.
Exactly.
Quit being afraid of Josh, bro. Quit being afraid of Josh.
Well, sometimes you didn't even get fed.
There we go. Eat it.
There we go.
Oh, there it is. Fingers. Don't spill the water on it.
Hey, this is going to be a TikTok video here.
He's got to get a little.
What is that? Chicken a la king?
Yeah. Spaghetti and meatballs. What is that? Italian sausage with
that's one of those new ones.
Life and hot, baby. Life and hot.
Look, that's one of those new
Gourmet.
gourmet.
Oh,
yeah, that's the new one.
Yeah, that's the next gen. The new gourmet.
We didn't have that.
Why they got to ruin it with onions? Damn, it's not bad enough as it is.
Sorry.
There you go. That looks better.
Does that come with a silver platter too?
Yes.
Wait. Do you get the dark brown spoon, or do you upgrade to the white spoon?
Toilet.
No, they got a white spoon. Things as flimsy as fuck.
That must be Air Force MRE.
What the hell are you putting that on?
What the fuck? Yeah, what is that?
That's really good.
Oh, shit.
We don't have that in MREs.
Did you put that on your 36-inch laptop?
The beautiful thing about an MRE is it looks exactly the same before and after you eat it.
It don't matter what you do.
Oh, shit.
That actually looks good, man. That looks great.
Here goes nothing. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
That's an actual sausage.
Well, it's sausage.
Man, back in the day, that would have been a brown. That would have been a brown doo-doo colored sludge.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, Steven ain't liking it.
Look at Steven. Steven's
That's like a gourmet meal.
What's up, Mama Blackstone Brothers? How you doing?
Hey, Mama.
Mama's in the background.
Hi, Mama.
Hey, enjoying this show.
Oh, we got heated up. We got warm peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
Oh,
You know what that means.
Oh, that goes on the pound cake.
He said warm peanut butter. It's going to go in easier than it comes out. Sorry, Mama.
Yeah,
That pound cake.
marble
Pound cake.
Yeah, they don't do the bread anymore. The big crackers. They do a pound cake.
Oh, really?
No, you can
Remember that cheese packet? Oh, look at this! Look at this gourmet shit. Oh, dang!
What the hell was that?
Wow, they don't even let you burn it. They burn it for you.
It smells pretty fucking good.
Technology.
Damn, Phil. Oh, man.
Get the warm peanut butter.
Man, hey man, y'all better get some Pepto Bismol before y'all eat that shit, man.
You're eating like gourmet MREs.
Yeah, man.
I feel sorry for my wife.
So,
I never had anything that
same way
damn
with you
fancy.
when you go out for an extended
That
period
mold.
in the field, you didn't eat the fruit, you didn't eat anything but the stuff.
Oh, that's
that shit. Like, oh no, man, don't do that shit.
That's what my baby did in this picture.
Oh, don't do that shit, man.
I got something for that. I got something for that.
That's a rough night.
Right after the drop.
I gotta see this. I gotta see this white.
And the white spoon.
This is your utensil.
Wait, here it comes. Watch. There it is. Watch.
That's just don't look right. I'm sorry.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Steven said that. Steven did Mama
That's it. Oh no.
Wait. I don't trust y'all. Mama, how is it, Mama?
She gonna spit it out. She going to spit it out.
He ran away.
Hey, you know, if you're in the field, you're eating this shit.
You love it.
Yep.
You ain't going to the bathroom.
Oh,
You're eating
that
this
is
shit.
gonna
Oh,
boy.
oh my God.
I ain't going to the bathroom tomorrow. That's
Oh man.
that is so incredibly thick that it was
Man.
like
I hope that toilet's concrete reinforced.
Oh, y'all got me crying, man.
I'll tell you, for
That
us,
was fucking disgusting. I'm sorry. It's not for him, but it was disgusting.
Oh.
Ow.
Have you seen anything as gourmet as that before?
oh
I
shit.
never
man.
saw an MRE like that.
Oh, damn.
This thing's still
Oh,
steaming.
yeah.
Oh man, y'all wow, bro.
That's
Y'all wow.
the beautiful thing about an MRE is you really don't have to digest it.
Oh,
You just got to get it down.
Oh man.
Pre-digested, already doo-doo.
Heartburn setting in.
Oh shit.
You just gotta
Oh,
eat it and
my
take out
God.
your body take out the nutrients and it's already doo-doo.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What we forget?
Dessert.
Dessert.
Uh-oh.
we got another one?
What we got there?
What do we got?
Hold on.
Cinnamon, sugar. Oh, a sugar cookie.
Sugar cookie, man.
Sugar cookie.
See, that's gonna solidify that. That's gonna solidify that peanut butter.
What are we doing?
Now, traditionally,
moist.
the cookies are
They're
normally
moist.
pretty good.
Why would they put it
Oh,
in white?
cookies. Those are
package?
good.
Oh, it's crunchy. It's crunchy.
It's like-
Aaron's
Oh, the other
Aaron's
stuff.
Dry as
yeah.
Dry
I
as
know
fuck.
it's dry.
It's unflavored.
See, I noticed both
Gotta
of you.
wash it down with that milk.
I was gonna say, I noticed both of you do not have a canteen of water. Can you go
No,
have
it's
one quart
fun,
right next to
dude.
you?
They don't even give you Kool-Aid anymore. It's all coffee.
It's coffee, not Kool-Aid.
Oh, they don't give you the sweet drink no more.
No
Nope.
Kool-Aid.
It's a coffee thing.
No Tootsie Roll. No Kool-Aid. No gum.
You just put that in the canteen, shake it up, man.
Yeah. Remember the Skittles? They give you the Skittles.
Oh yeah.
I remember when they
and look,
first came out with
and
the
then-
chocolate bar, and we
I
would
was
go
gonna
to
say
the
that.
desert, and the thing would melt all over the damn place.
No,
And then they
I'm talking about
changed
the
it. Then they
new one, yeah.
changed it where it was like
Who did
chocolate.
that?
Oh, the chocolate covered cookie?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
no.
It's like
That was
Snickers bar
nasty.
almost.
So Thrash
Yeah.
Life is talking about once we got to the desert, Desert Shield, Desert Storm, blah blah blah. They got that chocolate that wouldn't melt in the
Yeah.
heat, but it wouldn't melt in your mouth either.
No.
And MRE is the only thing that comes out as a solid and comes up, leaves you even more solid.
Dude, that chocolate, you chew on it and it just turned into powdered gravel.
Powdered crap.
That shit
Oh,
would
hell.
not melt. The desert can't melt it. Well, neither can a paratrooper, man.
Hey, John, I hope you're feeling better soon.
You don't deal with that shit.
Oh man.
Oh man, y'all got me laughing. I got tears.
Now, I have to say, we went camping back in 2005-ish, and we did MREs because we went out like stick camping. And those MREs were so much better than what I just put in the mouth tonight. That shit was bunk. It was so much better back in 2005. I don't know what the difference was, but it was that chocolate cookie thing that was melty. It got all over the place. We had that in our MRE. That was actually pretty decent.
No, the old chocolate covered cook. Oh yeah, that chocolate covered cookie with the peanut butter. You got two cookies that you could never get apart. You couldn't separate them shits at all. So you just put peanut butter on both of them.
Yeah. So Phil, we were talking earlier, and I had the pleasure of eating sea rations from World War
I've had
II.
those.
And the oldest one I ate had the original stamp date of 1942 on it.
Wow.
That was the chopped ham and eggs, pound cake, grape jelly, coffee, and the hot chocolate, which we always took the pound cake, sliced it in half, put the jelly in the middle, and took the hot chocolate, make a frosting to go over it, just so you could eat the damn thing.
And they'd have the accessory can that had all the accessories and like 5 cigarettes.
Yeah.
No, they
And
took
can
all the
opener-
cigarettes out on us, them bastards.
The can opener was a P-58, which is
John Wayne.
which was also
John Wayne.
Yeah, which was also the nomenclature for an aircraft. There were two. It was a P-58 or P-52. I forget which one it was.
P-38.
P-38. Thank you.
P-38. Yeah.
The P-38 was a can opener for the Army, and it was an aircraft, I think, for the Air Force.
Yeah.
P-38. And I got a couple of them around here somewhere.
Yeah.
And
Hey, those damn things come in handy, man.
They do. They do. I had the Vietnam era C-Rat, and then what do they call that other meal? The
K-Rats.
No. It was everything was in just one big pouch. Give me a second.
Here you go.
Here's P-38.
P-38. There you go.
It is. That'll open it.
Not a C-Rat.
There you go.
There it is. There it is.
Yep,
Y'all
that's
know
it.
it.
That's
And
it.
where did it hang?
Off the dog tags.
Right
Yeah.
on your dog tags.
That's
That's
the
right.
John
That's
Wayne.
where it hung.
Those cans.
Yes, I
What-
still have
Lurks.
mine.
They were called Lurks, the long range
You have the Lurk
reconnaissance rations.
Yeah,
And
Lurp Rats. Yeah.
It's just this big bag of dehydrated. You don't get the assortment. You just open it up, dump in water, and it's like
6,000 calories.
6,000 calories of like freaking chili mac.
Yeah.
Chili Mac, you had the
Just
second
chili, or it's just one bag of mush.
Yeah, just a calorie. It's just full of calories.
You're like, is this regular chili? Are there noodles in here? Is this a toenail? What is this?
Right.
And you just ate it. Slurp.
You didn't ship for a week.
No,
That sometimes is a good thing.
As long as
No.
you didn't eat the fruit.
And when it came to the Lurp, when it came to the big long range recon meal, you're gonna shit immediately. That's the
we used to
opposite
eat
of
stuff
an
that would
MRE.
stop you up while you were out because you didn't want to crap on
DJ.
an operation. And then right the day before you're about to go home, you start eating all the fruit stuff, and then that empties you out before you're on your way home.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. That's like a combat douche. You gotta let it all go.
So, one of the biggest thrills I ever had was after I left the shores of Beirut and eating those MREs for 6 months. Got on ship and they served us. It was unidentifiable. I think it was beef stew on ship, and it was like a gourmet meal compared to those MREs.
I'll tell you. Yeah.
Yep.
I'll tell you what's impressed me, an Army guy. What impressed me, I have those of y'all that care enough. If you go to Daddy Cooks, you can find a video. We took a tour. My longtime high school friend, my brother, his son was in the Navy, and we took a tour on the USS Enterprise. Before Obama mothballed it, we were on the USS Enterprise, the aircraft carrier, and
pride of the fleet.
yeah, as amazing as it was, man, them quarters, oh shit, you got nothing. you got nothing. They put 3 people in the amount of space that I would require to fart, man. It's just
a freaking telephone booth.
Yeah.
It
Cheers
gives a
to
whole
all
new
the
meaning to a bunk buddy.
Mama's cheering. Mama's
Cheers
cheering.
to all the veterans. Thank you so much for your service.
Thank you, man.
Let's go over here, chinga chinga.
Darnell,
What up? What up?
What's going on, brother?
We got Darnell.
What's up, Let? What's up, Joey?
Hey, real quick, give us your branch and all that MOS and stuff.
bio.
Look at this shit right
Most of y'all know I just retired last year. 23 years between the regular Army and National Guard. I started out as a 35 Romeo in 1997. Swapped over to an N1A1 mechanic, which was actually N1A1 turret mechanic, which is a 45 Echo. And then we transitioned into what they called a 63 Alpha, which became an N1A1 systems mechanic, which you had to know the turret and the hull. With the turret is the top, the hull is the bottom, and then they survived both MOSs. But guess what? If you was heavy in that MOS, you stayed in that MOS. They didn't give a fuck about the transition. So if you was 45 Echo heavy, you stayed 45 Echo heavy. And then I left active duty in 2011. I came back home to the DC National Guard, and then I swapped over to being a 63 Alpha, which used to be a 91 Bravo, which is a heavy wheel mechanic for the transportation company here in DC National Guard. So
nice.
All right, thank you.
Thank you for your service, and congratulations on your retirement, brother.
Yeah,
congrats.
Hoorah.
Hold on. You retired
20 years.
And every time I see Phil, is always like he's never talked to me before. I guess we don't talk enough, Phil. But anyway,
we don't, man. But congratulations on your retirement.
Phil and I done had several debates along with Hobo, and we ain't gonna get into none of that. We're not gonna get into none of that.
And I apologize.
We don't get into none of that. Not tonight.
Got CJ cooking with CJ with a super chat, man. Thank you, brother.
Hey,
CJ.
Cheers.
CJ.
But I'm so offended. You know I'm a veteran. You know I just retired last year. You ain't asked me to be on a panel.
Bro, your internet sucks.
No, you know that's a lie. Hey, look.
That's fucking hilarious.
My shit is
Quick shout out to Sue Catherine. Thank you for your 12 years in the Navy.
Oh,
salute to you, young lady.
Recruiting, got recruit. Yes.
I'm just messing with you, Darnell.
So, I know you are, but Phil, Joey, the rest of you guys that served, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate all those who did serve, who are still serving, and I appreciate y'all that support us that did serve, but didn't get a chance to serve. But are supporting us. I appreciate it.
I agree. It was funny. People were like, "Well, man, you ain't in no more." I'm like, "Hold on, Coach Cheese. You ain't asked me what I did after I retired."
I'm still in shit.
Yeah,
I don't care if you did 4 years, 6 years, 10 years.
Yeah,
hey,
man.
Once you got that bug, you got that scratch. Like It don't matter if you it don't matter if you was more ate up than a soup sandwich. Guess what? You still gonna have love for your brothers and sisters.
That's
just
true.
because the service wasn't for you, you still gonna have love for your brothers and sisters. So it don't matter. You know?
Yeah. I'll tell you this. I love my service.
Absolutely, man.
I love my service, and I did what I did. But I ain't gonna lie, guys. I got blown up more after I retired than I did while I was in.
Yeah.
You know, the only difference was while I was in, I could retaliate. You know, I'm in charge of a platoon. I'm in charge of a company. We're looking for a fight. After I retired, I'm a contractor. We're like, oh shit.
Yeah, when you're in, you can shoot back.
Hey, Phil, when I move out here in these streets, and look, my former soldiers, when they moving with me, guess what? They still looking for a fight. Fuck with me if you want. You won't get fucked up out here.
I'll tell you this: me being me, if I'm out on the streets, everyone's safe. But you approach my dwelling wrong. You approach this place. Look, it'll be a whole different story. Look, I'll be talking to 911 will hear the shots. Hello, 911. I need some support. There's some dead motherfuckers. And I need some medical assistance.
Damn, call the police or the coroner.
I'm calling both. I need a police, an ambulance, and bring a coroner. I'm gonna need them all.
Hey, damn the dwelling. When I move, trust me, shit moving too.
Hey.
Look, we like the N1s, we like the LRS, like I was talking about earlier. Look, you might get hit from fucking 2 miles away and don't even know what the fuck happened.
Yeah,
my wife gets mad at me.
Hear the fire.
My wife gets mad at me. She's like, "You should stop. You shouldn't be an asshole. You're aggressive." I'm like, "Listen, I only have one purpose. It's to protect y'all. All right. I was doing it for the Constitution of the United States against all enemy, foreign and domestic. Now it's just my house.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So all that attention to detail and aggression and proficiency is between four walls now. I don't have to defend the country. I just got to defend the house.
Yeah.
Come on, man. 90% of my job's done.
Right.
I just got to not hurt a neighbor.
So let me tell you what I do on my spare time.
There ain't nothing but throwing a fucking goddamn a chimney coal of fucking charcoal on his ass and call that shit a day.
Hey, real quick, let's go around the horn again.
Yes, sir.
And let's give a funny boot camp story. Start with Froggy.
Uh-oh.
He can't remember that far back.
I'll go first only because I don't think mine
everything's in black and white.
Mine's X-rated.
I don't think mine was funny. And I feel like a lot of these guys joined before I did. I joined in '97, so I know Phil probably joined the goddamn. Phil joined in the. You know what? Hey, real fun fact. Before I tell my story,
yes, sir.
I have been.
You gotta wait till it gets to you.
Every single.
He's gonna tell it now.
I've been every single marketing campaign from the '90s all the way up until now in the Army. From all you can be, all the way up to fucking Army as one, Army strong shit.
Okay.
1997, I joined the Army, basic training. So my funniest shit is we used to wear a PAL cap.
Hey, Darnell.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna go around the panel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Start with Froggy. Well, you're gonna be last.
Now you are.
You're gonna sign her off.
But that was the reason I wanted to tell my story first, because I don't think my story is going to be funny. That's why I wanted to tell it first.
Hey, you never know. You never know.
And I'm the youngest. Age before beauty.
Okay.
No, beauty before age.
Hey, wait a minute.
Okay, let's just go with ladies first.
He said age before beauty, beauty before. That's how come we gonna have Froggy sexy ass first.
Right.
Ladies first.
All right, Froggy, you got the floor, brother.
All right. When I was in boot camp, everybody knows this. You're sitting in your chairs, you're listening to that lecture. It's boring as hell, and you fall asleep. Next thing I know, I get hollered at. Get up in the back wall. I stood up at the back wall. I started nodding off. They told me a foot away from the wall. Literally, I fell asleep standing up at attention at the back wall during class. I got woken up as class was dismissed. There's my camp story. I fell asleep at attention.
Did you get bent?
I'm surprised you didn't get smoked over that one.
Yeah, bent, smoke.
Oh, I did my fair share of push-ups. Trust me.
All right, Phil, you're up next.
Okay, mine's a generational story, so just bear with me on this one. My senior drill sergeant was Kenneth Leon Guerrera. He was an E7 Ranger Airborne drill sergeant. Skinning the shit out of my ass. Okay, so I'm doing my basic training stuff, blah, 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 graduated, boom, boom, boom. Now let's go forward. I graduated I graduated drill sergeant school. Now I'm a senior drill sergeant, Airborne Ranger Infantry, blah, blah, blah. Same place. I'm across the quad from where I went to basic training on Fort Benning. We get a new brigade sergeant major.
Oh, no.
By the name of Kenneth Leon Guerrera. Oh, shit. So he wants all the drill sergeants in the hall. And my drill sergeant used to say, "You got to move like lightning." He's from Hawaii. Move like lightning and sound like thunder. He never say his THs were kind of fucked up. Move like lightning and sound like thunder. So now we get the brigade infantry, the ITB infantry training brigade sergeant major wants to talk to all the drill sergeants. I'm an E7, sergeant first class, and he's like, "We're going to be better. We're going to do this. We're going to do this." He says, and we're going to move like light and sound like thunder. I was like, oh, shit. I get this freaking chill down my spine. Let's fast forward another 2 weeks. Now, he's established the sergeant major. I'm in the chow hall doing what we're doing. If you're talking, you're not hungry, get the hell up out of it. That type of thing. Yes, drill sergeant, no drill sergeant. If you're talking, you leave it. So anyway, I'm doing what I'm doing, and Sergeant Major walks in, they yell, "At ease," because no one goes to attention, at ease because you're eating.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, shit. So I decided to sit down. I'm in the cut now. I done got punked. He walks in. I'm sitting at a table. He's sitting at 2 tables away from me. And he said, "Drill Sergeant, can I speak to you?" Oh, shit. And I walk over, I was like, I go to parade rest. To the sergeant major. He's like, "Can I speak to you?" I said, "Yes, drill sergeant." As you were, sergeant major. And he's talking about, how do you feel about things here? I'm new and I want to get some input. Everything's fine here, drill sergeant. As you were, sergeant major. But he's like, "Drill sergeant." "Yes, sergeant major." He's like, "Why do you keep calling me drill sergeant?" I said, "Because, sergeant major, you were my drill sergeant." And he gets up. He grabs me like this on both shoulders, blatantly tab checks me, Ranger tab. He blatantly tab checks me, boom, boom. And he looks me in the face and he says, "Private Ridiculous?" My name's Riddick, Philip Riddick.
Yeah.
And when I was in basic training, he would call me Private Ridiculous because everything was funny to me. "Is something funny ridiculous?" "Yes, drill sergeant." I pushed like a motherfucker. I did a lot of push-ups because shit was funny to me. I got a good sense of humor. Anyway, years later, this guy is a freaking E9 brigade sergeant major. I'm an E7. He's like, "Private Ridiculous?" I say, "Yes, drill sergeant." And he looks at me like this. He says, "You just made my day." He said, "Because the last time I saw you, I was you." This is what my brigade sergeant major tells me. "The last time I saw you, I was you." E7 Ranger drill sergeant. And now one of my privates is an E7 Ranger drill sergeant. He shook my hand. I was still quaking in my boots because my drill, the same guy I was scared of when I was a private, looking me in the face, and I'm trying not to buckle in my boots because my drill sergeant's talking to me in the same fucking place when I first met him. Ain't that a kicking ass?
Yeah.
So that's my multi-generational basic training story.
That was a good one. Good story too. You know.
Story time. Story time.
What's up, Brian? What you got for us, brother?
So mine is pretty much a story about getting in trouble. Because
Who did it?
when I got into basic training, you know, I started smoking young. I think I was like 16 when I started smoking, and so I was an avid smoker at the time, and that was the thing back in the early 80s. You know, when you're getting out of high school, I was, you know, going through high school. I had my hair long. I wore a leather jacket, rode a skateboard, hung out with everyone. I had a good rapport with people. But when I went into the military, it's not that I pushed any buttons, is I always thought I could circumvent the situation or what I was doing. And this is where the smoking comes into play. Back then, there's a specific smoking area that you can go to smoke, but you can only do it during certain times of the day. Well, I was a dickhead. I used to go into the bathroom, stand on top of the toilet, take the false ceiling and pull it out of the way, blow the smoke up there. And what's funny is when I started doing that, I looked up there and there's like a penthouse or something that was up there. I remember finding that, but I would go in there and smoke. Well, this went on for, you know, this is like late at night. You know, you get up and you're freaking having a nicotine fit and you go do that. And this happened for a while. And then one time I got caught. And we have 3 drill instructors, and I got an Article 15 for that. And then another time, while in basic training, we're out at the range, and we're doing qualifications and all that stuff, and lectured and everything. And I'm going, okay, I'm having a nicotine fit. I'm going to go to the outside John and go smoke a cigarette in there. So I go in there and I'm smoking a cigarette, and the rest of my team comes in, and the lead of the team, which I was not, he turned me in. So I got 2 Article 15s. I had to stand in front of, not only did I get smoked, but stand in front of the commander of our battalion commander, and I almost didn't graduate basic training.
Oh, no shit, man. 2 Article 15s.
Wow.
So yeah, I thought I could bump the system and get away with it. Oh no.
I tell you what, you almost threw me when you said long hair.
and what's different now?
You're right.
A little bit more mature now.
I got you.
Yeah, okay.
Well, my parents and my pregnant girlfriend came to the basic training, so that's the only reason I probably graduated. If I didn't have family there,
yeah,
I'm probably one of them. But after that, I straightened up.
Nice.
Yeah.
What you got for us there, Aaron?
What's that?
What you got for us, man? What's a funny story?
My boot camp story is a touch X-rated, I guess. As you know, when you're in boot camp, they probably put some shit in your food so you can't wake up in the morning feeling froggy.
Saltpeter, Peter salt. What do they call that shit?
Yeah, saltpeter. Saltpeter. Yeah. So
No morning wood for you.
This guy named Jones, you know, they bang the fucking trash can, and we're getting up, and sure shit, this dude's.
Uh-oh.
So we had a corporal drill instructor. He was, I mean, which is very unheard of in the Marine Corps. And so he comes out, takes off his cover, and he says, if Jones can keep it up, nobody does push-ups for the rest of boot camp. And he's running on top of his wood, dude. And he's standing there like this.
Trying to keep that blood flow down there.
He's trying to keep Everyone's fucking laughing. Of course, all the drill instructors are laughing. They're trying to yell at us to keep it. And his face, like he's sweating, trying to keep it going. Have no control of his body whatsoever.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, well, you guys trying to help
Wood
him?
sucks.
Well, y'all trying to help him when you yelling, booty, booty.
I think
booty,
90% is probably jealous of him.
I've heard this story like 20 times and I can't stop laughing. This shit's great. This is the funniest story. Every time he brings this shit up, man.
Joey, that's going to be a hard one to follow up. Hey, for the rest of the panel, that's going to be a hard one to follow up.
I talk about getting in trouble. I mean, I'm your guy. I mean, Jesus Christ. So I'll set
only one, Joey. Only one story.
We're in 1995 or so, 96, somewhere near. I was like right around New Year's is when I was in basic. And I made a comment in line one day. It was either to pick up the dry cleaning or like in the chow or something. But I was talking to somebody in our brother flight. And I was like, man, your guys' TI is kind of a dick, bro. Ours is like really cool. He's like, all right, whatever. I didn't think nothing of it. He didn't think nothing of that. At least I didn't think. So before I get to the next story, I have to tell you what the guy did in the interim. So this guy went and tells his TI, he's like, yo, this guy Varel said you were a dick. I was like, all right. So I get called up in front of like a commander and a bunch of people and shit, like the section soup and shit. And they're like, Airman Varel, what you doing here with this? Did you mention? I was like, I don't think I did. And I was trying to think of, did I fucking, it was just a comment. I didn't think about nothing else. I was like, fuck, I wasn't lying at the fucking thing. I said that shit. Man, they sent me back like 2 weeks, bro, in basic. I didn't even
recycle.
It was fucking
Recycle. Yeah, fuck that shit.
But I'll tell you what, though, those 2 weeks being recycled, man, I learned so much I learned like 20 years of manipulation. I didn't do shit my whole 20 years. Fuck you, you know what I mean? Fuck out of here. I still did the mission. If the mission was there, I fucking did the mission. But if there's no mission, fuck out of here. I'm fucking off. It's my free time.
All right, Mike.
What? Oh, me?
There.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Shit.
Go, Mike.
Caught me.
Come on, Mike.
All right. So I got am I echoing? I feel like
Cheers.
I'm hearing myself.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers. Yeah, fuck that shit. Cheers. All right. So I went in after college. So I kind of already had a little bit of common sense to myself. A little bit. And I'm from Colorado. Like Lev said, I wear shorts 24/7, 365. And we were standing out because we had 3 different platoons, and they always say, hey, whoever calls out the duty uniform of the day, y'all run down, and some people are fucking weather gear, some are in their fucking regular BDU, some in their cold weather gear, whatever it is. We had Drill Sergeant Longo. He hollers at me. He said, specialist report. He said, you're from Colorado. You should be used to this cold. And I was like, yes, Drill Sergeant. But in Colorado, we're smart enough not to stand outside in the cold. He smoked us. That was right when we was getting ready to go out to the range. So we was out to the range, and I can't remember who said about smoking. I dipped. I heavy dip in Copenhagen. Well, they had locked all our shit up in a room down in at the end of the hallway. Well, I'm kind of fucking smart enough that if you push the pin up through the hinges, you can take the door off without unlocking it, right? So I got to my stash of Copenhagen.
Must be the Army.
Right? We're out, yeah, because we couldn't have that shit. So we're out the range, and Joe started, and I'd keep it in my front pocket, up high so you couldn't see the can. And Joe started Longo, the one I already had the previous little experience with. He comes up to me, he said, "Hey Mac," he said, "Shit," he said, "I left my chew back at the barracks." He said, "You got any?" I reached in my pocket and said, "Oh yeah, here." I was like, "Fuck."
Oh fuck. Busted.
Me and him, yep. He caught me fucking. Yep. Hey, I did. I fucking reached in. I reached in my pocket. So yeah, here. Oh fuck. And he took my can, and we become friends after that.
So he already knew that you were broken in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He wasn't stupid. I mean, we learn. It's just like when we're parents. You know, when we're kids, our parents don't know shit. When we're parents, we know what our fucking kids are doing. Yeah, he knew, and he knew what to look for. Yeah, he you know, but yeah, it was fucking it was funnier than hell.
Quick story from myself, which I don't know if she's in here, but Mrs. Lepp's daughter's in the Army, air traffic control, and story is her and her brother used to take the hinges off the door to get into mom's room to get snacks, because mom used to hide all the good cereal and snacks on the steps, and they used to take the door off because the hinges were on the opposite side. You know what I mean? So they were able to do it, and they used to take the door off to play beer pong.
Lay it down.
That was their table.
Nice.
Well, that's not a basic training story, really. If you want to get into stories after basic training, shit, we'll be here till 4 o'clock in the fucking morning.
Yeah,
right. That was just my military story.
Oh no, I'm just teasing. Yeah, for sure.
Not
for
much.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
But what's up? We got Daryl, Bad Beast Barbecue. What's up, man? What you got?
Oh, I don't know how funny this one is, but well, a lot of you guys know I started off in the Marine Corps Reserves, so I had to go through the same 12 weeks of boot camp as every other Marine. And so after I got out of the Marine Corps Reserves, I went directly into the Air Force, and I had to go to Air Force boot camp. But I was considered what's known as the Proficiency Advance. So I didn't have to do the entire Air Force boot camp. I only had to be there for 2 weeks. So the drill instructors knew that I already had prior military experience, so they kind of used me as kind of like a fourth wheel to march the flight to, chow and to different events on base. So one day we're outside and they say, hey, march them to chow. So I get them lined up and we start marching, and like in the Marines, I got them sounding good. We got the one boot going, and then so I was like, I had a flashback, and so I started singing, and then they were singing. Right, so we're going down the sidewalk, heading to the chow hall. We walk between these two buildings, man, and the boots are echoing, and the song is echoing and going on and shit. It sounded all good and shit, man. And all of a sudden, this senior drill instructor come out the building and shit said, "What in the fuck do you think you're doing? You think you in the goddamn Marine Corps?" And shit. I was like, "Oh shit!" So yeah, I got my ass chewed for that. So I just had a little flashback. So a little simplified flashback. So
yeah, I don't fuck around.
Birdie in the sky, why'd you do that in my eye?
Right on. We got Darnell next. All right, Darnell.
Oh hell!
Let's hear this story. Hopefully you didn't forget it by now.
You know what's so crazy that is, after listening to everybody, I can have a caveat to every single story. That's the crazy part, because if you think about it, everybody before me did the same shit I did. Like it's like the kids. If you're the older sibling, right? You're that test dummy, and all the siblings before you do the same shit, and you think you're gonna do it too. You think you're gonna get away with it, but you're not.
Never changes.
It never changes. We're talking about the dip in the ceiling. We're talking about the cussing. We're talking about the sneaking snacks and everything. You're not gonna get away with it, right?
So, sleeping on the toilet too. A lot of sleeping on the toilet in service people don't know about.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
I'd like to see you top Mr. Woody with Aaron's story though.
We're talking about fire guard where you're supposed to be doing other people's laundry. That's funny by itself. Like I'm watching another motherfucking grown ass man's drawers on fire guard. But anyway, so
in a brick building.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I wanted to go for because I don't think my story. My story is not going to be funny. But anyway, I remember at the end of basic training, and that actually wasn't even in the basic training. This is probably like week 8, and it's like August probably. And guess what? So back then, you're excited to join the military. You get all your gear issued to you, and everybody has all their shit, and everybody's coming off the block. Everybody's hippity hop, bebop, blah 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 blah, thinking they're the shit, and everybody's trying to figure out how they can take their military gear and turn it into some fucking fashion statement, right? At the time, we get what they call POW caps.
Yeah, POW caps.
You know the POW cap?
Yeah, yep.
So the POW cap is like the aviator thing, the aviator hat, but you got the two long things that draw down, and then they Velcro like that, like I guess like Linus on Charlie Brown, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
yep,
we do like this platoon photo, but it's not like it's not like the platoon photo like you would take for family day and for like your professional pictures. Right. So we had just gotten to this big ass fight, like the whole company got into this big ass fight. So our whole company was 4 platoons, and a guidon was stolen. And if you know about guidons,
I have mine.
First join the military. That's the first like military like heritage or honor thing you learn is fucking protect the goddamn guidon, right?
You gotta explain what a guidon is, Darnell, to those who may not understand.
So the guidon, the guidon is basically like a flag, but it represents your battalion, it represents your platoon, and it represents your company. So let's just say if like my favorite company I was in was HAC 135 Armor, right? So on that guidon, on that flag, you have a everything is broke down into sections. So on one side of the flag, it'll say HAC. On the top side, it'll say the battalion, which is 1st Battalion, because I was first battalion.
Yeah.
And then it'll say 35th Armor, which is the armor unit.
Yeah.
And though that's sacred, it's almost like
the guidon is the unit colors. It's the unit colors.
Is basically equivalent to the American flag.
Exactly.
At that level.
Yeah.
You don't let it hit the ground. Oh, you definitely don't let it hit the ground.
You're right.
You don't let your guidon hit the ground. Nobody's to touch your guidon unless you're a representative or an ambassador to your company.
Yep.
And it leads your platoon.
It's your colors. If you go to war, your colors go first.
It's your coat of arms, basically.
Yeah.
It represents you and basically your band of brothers and sisters that you're basically joining the military with, because this is your family for the next 8 to 12, 13 weeks, depending on where you're at.
Yeah. Unit colors. Gotcha.
And I'm gonna equivalent that, like I said, to a coat of arms. A coat of arms represents a family.
Yeah.
So this is your family.
Darnell, real quick, Daryl, Bad Beast Barbecue is going to take off. He's got work in the morning.
Oh, okay. All right.
Appreciate
Daryl. Hey, love you, brother.
Hey, yes, I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it, man. Love you all, man. You guys take it easy, man. And catch you guys this weekend, man. Y'all be real.
Hey, Daryl, if you need me for anything, hit me. You know the deal. And I got you.
I got you, brother.
Brother. Semper Fi.
Semper Fi.
Happy birthday.
I don't know about those hoorah, but hoorah.
You out of here, Jim Crash?
Hoorah.
Yeah, I'm up at 4. So
hoorah.
Okay. Appreciate you, man. Cheers. Thanks for hanging out with us. See ya.
Oh, wait, who's leaving? Who's leaving?
Brian, Thrash Life.
Oh, Brian. Hey, man. Nice to meet you, brother. If you need me for
What's up, brother?
anything, my
PBR,
airborne
brother.
comrade. If you need me for something, hit me up.
Thrash is always on
PBR.
all the time.
PBR. Hey, sorry, Darnell. I didn't mean to.
PBR.
Look, y'all keep saying PBR. Check us out. My initials: Philip Byron Riddick.
No shit.
PBR.
You're all right.
It's disgusting.
So,
You need
so
a case.
you and Tom are Tom
Yeah,
got you covered.
right.
Tom got you covered.
He invested in them. He invested in them initials.
That's it.
That's awesome.
Is there
All
a
right.
copyright
Where you at,
infringement?
Darnell? What were you saying, man?
Tom's got your unit color.
So, anyway, that was kind of like a serious note with the guide on and all that. But for us military folk, we understand how serious the guide on part is. But so, we got into a big ass. The whole company got into a big ass fight. It was like platoon versus platoon, and so the drill sergeants come in. They're throwing trash cans down the fucking aisles. Down the middle of the bay floors, in which you can't even walk in the middle of the bay floor. But the middle of the bay floor, you have to fucking buff this fucking floor every goddamn day, all day.
Yep.
3 times a day, 4 times a day.
Three or 4 times a day.
The bay floor is just as sacred as the guide on. But the drill sergeant is the only person that can come in and walk down this fucking bay floor that you don't fucking spend damn near 24 hours buffing and stripping and waxing. Like, really, dude? And then you're gonna throw a trash can down the middle of the bay floor?
Yeah, it was his bay floor.
Right?
Right.
So the fight started over the guide on disappearing from my platoon, and my platoon wasn't having it. We wasn't having it, and like we were wrecking shop. We went through every fucking platoon. We was 3 levels high, 3 floors high, and we was wrecking shop, knocking motherfuckers out their bunks. Get the fuck up. Where's our shit? Okay.
Yep. Darnell just got it.
Someone kick you out the phone. Knock his shit out.
Stories to the back porch.
Shit just came through.
You gotta pick that up, Darnell. You gotta pick that up. You see it on the floor? Them cool points you just lost. You just lost some cool points. You gotta pick those back up.
I'm out.
Oh, that's great.
I gotta respect that.
Drill instructor's back.
Hey, Tom, this is yours, right, Aaron?
Yeah, that's my son.
Yeah.
But anyway.
So when you were on your phone, you weren't able to see. He said you're his hero earlier.
Oh,
No, he's just sucking up. He probably wants me to fix his house or something.
He said he's going to come by and show you how to use that Wi-Fi.
Send me money, Dad.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna speed the story up. So through all that, right? We get they call the MPs, they call the SPs, like the whole fucking Fort Knox military police fucking section comes to our barracks. I never knew anything about uniform code of military justice. We outside in our fucking drawers, t-shirt. People ain't got clothes on, no socks. Like, it's serious. And we're literally in the pit, in our what they call the pit. You're getting fucking front back go to the pit, which is push up, fucking sit ups, fucking jumping jacks, all this shit. Through all that bullshit, the funniest thing I found about the whole basic training was to take it with a fucking smile, because you have to grow as a family and protect each other. And this is life shit. It's not even just like that moment. This is something you carry on in life, and cherishing your friends and cherishing the people, not just the friends you serve with, but just people that you encounter in life. And it's not because it's a military thing, but when you're coming off the street, you come in as a kid, right? All you know is your family, your hometown, whatever you think you fucking represent. And next thing you know, you meet all these walks of people. And at the end of the day, we ended up taking this fucking picture with the fucking Charlie Brown POW cap with the big ass side off. It's fucking August. And all we have to show for that, after all that bullshit, is take this funny ass picture with this hot ass hat on and fucking the mop suit galoshes, which is the rain boots.
Mop level 4.
Yeah.
Don't say that. That's
Hold
when
on.
you trigger
Mop
me.
level 4 with a power cap.
Start triggering.
Yeah.
God
But
damn.
no, Phil, not the mop level 4.
Level 4 in the middle of summer.
It ain't no Beetlejuice shit.
Cause I'm like, motherfuckers gonna pass out. You in mop level 4 with a power cap and a freaking mask on, you gonna pass the fuck out.
And it's July.
August.
But the thing is, like, to be like, go through all that shit, and like, yo, we're gonna put ourselves through this discomfort to take this picture. The shit we just went through, like, they were talking about locking our asses up. And we're in basic training. You're literally talking about locking up a whole company of soldiers. We're talking about like 200 plus motherfuckers. Everybody's going to jail. Everybody. Every single body.
But
like I said,
mop level 4 with a power cap and a mask on. You can't drink that much water through that fucking tube. You ain't getting no water through that motherfucking tube.
Shit. Even without the power cap, you ain't drinking no goddamn water. You ain't got no fucking
that shit
canteen.
is squeezing. You ain't getting no water through that tube. Y'all gonna die.
Listen, you ain't got a canteen half the fucking time. So
if you get water through the tube, you're a genius.
For everybody who was dipping in basic training, guess what? Your canteen was fucking full of dip. So you couldn't drink shit.
Man, squeeze that shit.
That's why the tube was
stuck. Can't suck. If you got in a dip, I did dip Copenhagen and Ranger School. If you dip, you got to squeeze. If you just suck, you going to be drinking tobacco all night. Yeah. You got to squeeze that motherfucker. You going to drink tobacco all night.
Shit too.
But, okay. So my story wasn't funny. I feel you found some humor in that, but at the end of the day, I appreciate my brothers and sisters in arms. I'm glad we went through what we went through, and I love y'all.
Yeah.
So, I guess that's all the point of my story. I guess it wasn't funny. Anyway,
it had to be funny. It just had to be a story. I'm waiting on Tom.
Joey, wake up.
Who's next? Tom?
Tom's got a good one.
You took a little bit of time. That's nice. But, I agree with a lot of the stuff you said there about, we joined young and we didn't really know anything outside of where we grew up. And we sure learned a lot. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I felt like I was I grew up in a very small town in the Midwest. So I got dogs barking. So let me see if we can interject a little bit of humor into here because I'm trying to think, boot camp was like the most serious, funny time ever in our lives. I don't know if the rest of y'all agree with me on that, but
I agree.
Right? You look back on it, it's like these people yelling at us for stupid crap. And anyway,
yelling at us for shit they told us to do.
Yeah.
But at the time it wasn't stupid. At the time it wasn't stupid. It was for your fucking safety.
We felt like everything was so serious, but we were just getting our asses chewed. But a couple weeks in, I don't know if y'all remember, a couple weeks in, they would show you these health videos about diseases and all that kind of stuff. Some beautiful
the STD videos,
yeah, the good ones.
Yeah, basic training full of men.
STD podcast live Friday nights 9:30.
Get infected.
All right, Tom.
Yeah, so like about a week after they showed that, I don't remember what we were doing. We were all somewhere as the company, and this young man comes in. I remember his name, Plungus. He was like about 105 pounds, and about 5'5", just a little fella. Yeah. And he comes in there late, and we had this big freaking company commander. His name was Walters, beast of a man. And he's like, Plungus, what the hell are you doing? What are you late for? I was at medical, sir. Well, what you were at medical for? Genital warts, sir.
Oh,
shit.
In front of everybody. So
What dude was he bumping uglies with?
No, genital warts. Anyway.
Yeah, so I just thought that was hilarious. I got one buddy I'm still in touch with from boot camp over 30 years ago. And we still remember that dude coming in there and telling the entire company he had genital warts.
Would that be Mr. Marion from Robert Roy?
Oh no, I didn't go to boot camp with him.
Okay.
And he and I only been friends for about probably 6-8 years or so.
Oh, okay.
I met him late in my career, but
Yeah.
it's the way the military is. Sometimes you meet people and you forget about them, and sometimes you meet people and you can just connect with them instantly, and you're buddies for the rest of your life. And I'm sure we all have people like that.
Of course.
Phil, do you remember Robert Roy?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Marion.
Yeah, Marion. Yeah.
Now, if I may, round circle. I told you a story when I was a basic trainee. Can I tell you a story when I was a drill sergeant?
Before you go,
hold on. Froggy says
You out of here, Dave?
yeah, I'm meds are kicking in.
Okay,
I
brother.
want to thank everybody in our chat for joining us.
Yes, sir.
God bless you all for saluting our veterans.
Yes, sir.
And everybody in our room, thank you for your service.
Thank you, sir.
And yours.
Appreciate you, Dave.
I'm going to crash because the meds are kicking in.
I'm jealous.
I'll see you.
All right.
Right on.
Skittle
I'll catch up with
party.
you, brother.
Skittle
Thank
party.
you.
Cheers.
Cheers, brother.
Love you, Froggy. Thank you, sir.
Out.
Thank you, sir.
I'm gonna jump to. I gotta cook. I gotta cook the prep for her. So
Okay, brother.
Look, shit, man, I took a shower. Is it
wait,
me?
I'm gonna stay.
I know, Phil, right?
I'm gonna stay for the
I
last
remember
story.
we used to be able to party till 4 a.m. and then get
No.
right into formation.
I
What's up?
And then you go for a run.
I wasn't even invited by left, so I don't even know.
Honestly, I cracked a joke about that, but honestly, I've
just
seen
crashed
that
the
you've
party.
been cooking. I see
Crashed the
what you're
party.
doing. We talked about the LLC and what we've been doing with the food and stuff. I could have swore I seen today you drop a menu
That was yesterday.
yesterday. Okay.
I've been dropping that menu like every 48 hours.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, Black, I told you I asked when you dropped the thing today. I'll be there for that.
Okay.
For this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'll be there for this. So
Right on.
I came. I showed out a little bit. I showed my black ass, as they would say.
No, you didn't show your ass, but
No,
you did tell a good story, though.
you showed who's the boss. You just showed us
Thank
who's
God
the
you
boss.
didn't show your ass.
Showed us who's the
Oh,
boss.
look, I see the camera moving. Don't really want to see the ass. I was just joking. I'm playing.
All right, Daryl.
Start moving the
Love you,
camera. I'm
brother.
like, oh shit.
I'm going to stay to hear this last story, dog. I got to hear the last story.
All right,
Okay.
Phil.
All right.
Okay, if I may. Okay, I told a story when I was a basic trainee, up into being a drill. Here's a story when I was a drill sergeant. This is the other side. Now, I've never met a basic trainee that I didn't care for, except for two. Okay. And I haven't been a drill sergeant since for 20 years.
That means those two was battle
These
buddies.
two names I'll never forget. One of them is Breeding. One of them is Lambing. I'm going to talk about Breeding, not Lambing, because I hated that kid. Anyway, I'm a drill sergeant. I get 50 kids every freaking cycle. You got 50 kids, and you got to turn 50 people from short, fat, skinny, ugly, racially biased, and all this stuff. You got to turn them into a cohesive unit. I get this one kid in this platoon of 50 by the name of Breeding. So I'm training these soldiers. We're shooting and we're running and we're, doing push-ups, and I'm turning these kids into basic trainees. And this kid goes fucking AWOL. What the fuck? Kid's gone. First time he tried to go AWOL, he was there for a while, changes his clothes. We're at Fort Benning, Georgia. He gets to the main PX, which is across from the MP station. Obviously, basic trainees are bald. You don't have no hair. So if you're on any post where there's basic trainees, they stick out like sore freaking thumbs. All right? You're bald. You're either a freaking
you got no
skinhead.
unit patches on.
You're either a skinhead, which there's not on post, or you're a basic trainee. Boom. So this kid, the first time he gets to the PX, buys some clothes, changes clothes, tries to take a cab. Taxi driver is a former drill sergeant infantry guy, takes him straight to the MP station. They bring him back to us. What the fuck? He's in trouble. He got an Article 15, which don't really make a shit because Article 15 is what? You lose some pay, you're restricted to the barracks, you can't go nowhere. You're in basic training. You already can't go no fucking way. Okay.
You can't spend no money.
And you ain't got no money to spend. Yeah. So that happened. And then time goes by. He goes AWOL again. And his parents bring him back. This is no shit. His parents brought him back. So now, I'm a senior drill sergeant. I got 2 drill sergeants underneath me. I'm sitting in the first sergeant's office. Company commander's office is adjacent. We're sitting in there. And this kid's sitting down. Mother's there. Father's there. And he says some shit. No, Mom, you need to shut up. I'm like, oh, stop. Come here, kid. I take him outside. I said, how come you disrespecting your mother, but you don't disrespect me? I will punch your life out of your body if you disrespect your mother again in front of me. Do you understand me? Yes, drill sergeant. Why will you call me drill sergeant, but you tell your mother to shut up? I will snatch every bit of your body out of your body.
Right out of it.
Okay, so we go back in. And then his mother starts acting up. His father tries to say, well, I think, shut up. I'm talking. I was like, oh, your son's fucked up because y'all are fucked up. I realized that immediately. so mom's talking, father's shutting the fuck up, blah, 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 blah. First sergeant's there. Company commander doesn't come in because this is NCO business, because that's why you have drill sergeants and not drill captains and drill majors and shit. This is NCO business. So we fix it. Kids back. Obviously another Article 15 for him. Everybody leaves. Company commander comes in. What do you guys recommend, sir? Article 15. Don't crush his nuts. Just restrict him to the barracks. Can't go nowhere anyway. I'm going to train this motherfucker. Okay, senior drill, I got you. First sergeant's like, I agree. Done. Everybody's pointing. What did I do?
It's a game we play on live.
Okay. Anyway, so this happens. So now after about a week, maybe 2 weeks, I get a letter from his father. And I open it and I read it, and it's totally freaking goofy. He's like, I was in the Air Force and I wasn't successful. I couldn't lead. And don't put my son in leadership position, please. And all this bullshit. And it made me so mad. So I highlighted some stuff.
Live still.
Are we still live?
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, I bring this kid in. They knock at the door, knock, knock, knock. Drill sergeant, me and private so-and-so request permission to enter or speak. Enter. They walk in. I tell the other kid, get the hell out of here, because I had another drill sergeant with me. I said, read this letter. So I give him this letter, 2 pages. I said, do you recognize this signature? He said, yes. Who is that? It's my father. What does this say? And this is telling me that my son ain't worth a fuck, so please don't put him in charge of shit. So I let his son read the letter that his father sent to me. I said, how does that make you feel? It doesn't make me feel, drill sergeant. Don't make me feel good. It don't make me feel good either, motherfucker. So get the fuck up out of here and I'll fix this. Get the hell up out of here. So we got all these evaluations going, and I put this guy in charge of everything I can put him in charge of, and he did great. All right. There's this thing called a bayonet. It's like a 25-mile march, and you're doing all kind of stuff, rappelling, river crossings, attacks, and repels, and all this stuff. And the kid did great. So we come back. Weeks later, we have the turning blue ceremony. If you're infantry, if you look at our uniforms, we have a blue cord, we have blue discs. We wear extra stuff, infantry stuff that the rest of the Army doesn't wear. So anyway, this ceremony's happening, and he's getting awarded this stuff. And his father walks up to me. Can I talk to you, Drill Sergeant? Yeah, you can talk to me. We walk around behind because everybody else was where everybody else was. I want to thank you for doing for my son what I couldn't do myself. I said, you know what? You're a fucking piece of shit, man. Your son's not fucked up. You're fucked up. You're fucked up and your wife's fucked. No, we're away from everybody. I was like, there's nothing wrong with your boy. There's something wrong with you and your wife, because he did just fine underneath my supervision, but he was kind of fucked up underneath yours. All right. So anyway, graduation happens. We're talking about a couple days later. Graduation happens. And this kid does great. Graduates. Now we're sending kids to airborne school. We're sending kids to, the reservists are going back home and blah, 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 blah. I'm going to keep this as short as I can. Anyway, after everyone's gone, he's still standing around waiting to be released. And he says, Drill Sergeant, I want you to meet my girlfriend, because he went AWOL the first 2 times, or trying to go AWOL because of his girlfriend. He says, Drill Sergeant, I want to introduce you to my girlfriend. He brings this girl up. I don't know how old she was. 19, 20, 21, 22. This girl was drop dead, gorgeous, model, quality, beautiful lady. You with me? This girl was beautiful. And he introduced me to her. She walked away. He walked away. And before he walked, his name was Breeding. I said, Private Breeding. He said, yes, Drill Sergeant. I said, come here. He walked up. I said, listen, I can never, ever, ever condone you trying to go AWOL. But then I kind of glanced over to his girlfriend and looked back at him. I said, but I understand. That's all I can say.
What happened to that guy? Is he still in the service?
To my knowledge, the kid did great, blah, blah, blah. Moral of the story is people are only as good as their upbringing.
We'll see.
You're only as good as the socialization process. You're only as good as what you're exposed to. All right? I'm a dude from the south side of Chicago, ghetto area, and I've done great.
In the ghetto.
But
welcome to the ghetto.
Hopefully the kid did great, but
yeah.
When your parents think you ain't shit and somebody else thinks you are, that might be the difference between not being shit and being something.
Right.
Now look, and now I'm gonna take a sip and shut the fuck up.
Here's the warm peanut butter. Here's the warm peanut butter.
Yeah. Here's to that MRE. That stole the show, bro. That stole the show, bro.
It did.
Warm peanut butter.
The doo-doo pour was the highlight.
Oh, that was a doo-doo pour for sure, bro.
Everybody knows the doo-doo pour.
The doo-doo pour.
That's what I said earlier about,
It was better when it was cheese. Y'all know. Y'all feel me.
Wait. You want to? I gotta say it. You gotta squeeze the peanut butter. You want to squeeze the cheese?
You gotta squeeze the cheese, man.
Hey, Phil, real quick. Ryan from Barbecue Blackstone and Beer wants to know where. Oh, never mind. He's here. He could ask his own damn question.
Okay.
But on that note, I am going to shut it down for rewatch purposes. I want to thank everybody that showed up tonight. It's great. We could probably sit here live for another
Love
2,
you, Bobby.
3, 4 hours.
Bobby,
I got food and I got drinks.
You sit it for a couple days and drink.
Right.
Hey, thanks for having us, Lud.
Thanks, brother.
But
Appreciate you.
So with that
staying
being
on?
said, I want to say happy Veterans Day to everybody on this panel and everybody that showed up in the chat. We had great guests tonight. Want to thank everybody for the super chats. Appreciate you. Much love. And we're gonna go off air, but
who had a question?
If one of my mods could, Joey, can you drop Lone Star's channel? Lone Star is going to host an after party for us for Veterans Day. We're going to go off air for a minute and we're going to chat and
How can I get
regroup.
there?
We're gonna regroup, and then we'll probably all shoot over to Lone Stars and hang out with him.
Okay.
And I'm going to link Lone Star's channel in
You got to invite Bobby. I got to see Bobby. Let me come
yeah,
back.
there's Lone Star's channel right there. Check out, just click over
I
there
gotta
and
see
you'll
Bobby.
do it.
I'm
I
actually
said it
at
earlier.
full capacity with 3 people waiting in the basement. So yeah, Bobby,
I'll jump over to
Bobby
Lone
could,
Stars if Lone Star stops over.
yeah, jump over to Lone Stars real quick.
Yeah, I got you.
I said it earlier, but thanks to everybody who
Thanks,
served.
fellas.
Thanks to everybody who continues to serve. And thanks to everybody who supports us that has served. I appreciate you. I love y'all. And no matter what branch, you're a brother or a sister in arms to me, and I love you for it. Thank you.
Happy 5, brother.
Even Daddy
Cool.
Nuts Barbecue.
Be good.
Right on. So with that being said, we love you, Darnell. We love everybody here on the panel. We want to thank everybody, all the hot seaters that come out to hang out with us.
Her. Don't forget about her. We love her
you.
too.
We love her too.
We love her. We love her.
Oh, Joey. Oh, you're pointing at Joey.
Yeah, we love her.
So are we going to be here? Or are we want me to click this
I'm
Lone Star link?
gonna end this stream and we're gonna go off air and we're gonna continue this party off air and then we'll probably
Head on. Just let me know.
Get cleaned up and move to the next party.
I ain't clicking shit. I'm just gonna stay dirty.
Okay, right on.
Damn straight.
Hey, I'm Jay from Leprechaun TV. These are my friends. I'll see you next week.
Adios.
Love ya.